Hello and welcome back to Bevo's Tech Pack. This is Andrew, or Mulright28. I'm not sure which I prefer going by. Andrew would be a heck of a lot simpler, actually. I have been busy, and probably hear little hand noise. I'll try to stop doing that. I have been busy. What I've been doing for the past little bit, I've not put out any episodes, mostly because I've been working on a little project. Well, I've been working on one of the projects that I started and then stopped and then started and then stopped and then started. You get the picture, right? So we're not going to that little island over there for now. What we're going to do is first, okay, we are in flight mode. We're going to come down here. We're going to gently descend and look at this majestic cliffside cow. Yes, it's very nice. And a quick rotate. Dun dun dun! Check it out. I have been doing some work decorating my mob farm. I kind of like it. I mean, there's some things I want to change, like this right here. This does not need to be hanging down. Alright. I'm not honestly too sure about this because this looks kind of dark and it's really busy. I think I could probably just replace this hardened glass with clear glass from Tinker's Construct and probably be a little bit better. Or use the quite clear glass out of Ender.io. But I do like the general look of it. And you can already see that there's actually a nice hallway in here of floor and stuff, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. So we got a little landing area right here. I'm considering, I'm not sure if I really want to, expanding this out and making it look like a landing area. But for now, we do have little doorways here. We have it framed with the, oh, well, that's a mistake. Right now, that should be curved up like that. Anyway, so we have the carpenter's blocks, and this is, what is this? This is blue futuristic armor plating blocks from Chisel. I really do like the looks of these, and they're one of the things that I can use in Chisel, and you're not going to notice a pattern because these just tile naturally good. Except for that spot right there, but we're going to ignore that. Anyway, let's just go ahead and go on in. Alright, we have a little secretary area over here. We're going to have a villager here. I had one earlier, but he got eaten by a zombie. A little baby zombie got in here. Let me turn that off. Little baby zombie got in, right? And he hopped over the edge here and landed in here and attacked the villager. Now, lucky for the villager, this is a little bit bigger than 1 block tall. So once you're in here, you can't jump out if you're a villager or a zombie. So when the zombie hit him, he got up, knocked up and over and out to his freedom. And the zombie got stuck there and I killed it. Unfortunately for the villager, he decided that he wanted to go exploring. And before I had gotten this far, I hadn't really done too much in the way of securing this area. So there were still some zombies about, and he wandered into a really bad area, and he's no longer with us. We shall all mourn villager number 3. Alright, that's enough mourning. So down here, it's pretty standard. I mean, this looks like just like it did before. I've still got to fix this. Right now, this is actually going to put the nutrient distillation into these tanks instead of the liquid XP. And that's actually a really easy fix. I just need to filter it, but I've not done so yet. And you know what? I think we'll fix that today. There's no good reason for being lazy about that. It's really annoying, and I'd like to have the XP bottled up. Each of these chambers, except that one right there, I have actually gone through and made sure the walls were all finished. The floors are finished. So that's good. So is that one. I just need to make conduit binder for that. And the ones over here that we aren't using yet, I just went ahead and put the blocks in so that it doesn't look like a little stone chamber. So I quite like the way that is. I wonder what that sound was. Oh, that was the steam oven. You know what? Let's put him out of our misery. Oh, he's not going to the side. I must have forgotten a fan in there. I thought I had it. Oh well. So let's come down here. Oh, I replaced the underside of this. This was originally stone. I went ahead and used another version of the armor plating block. I think that looks a little bit better. Alright, so we come down here. We have a little doorway area. This is a player sensor from Alice's doors, and then we also have one in the center here. The reason this is here is I wanted to avoid the clank of a pressure plate, but I still needed a way to open this door, and right now the way these are set up, they don't respond to right click or anything, they only respond to redstone. So these are, basically it's kind of almost an airlocked style thing, it's pretty neat. The only problem is this is always open once you get into the center. I also just really like that sound. Anyway, so you can see we've got this wall. I actually went ahead and I added a wall. I used the laboratory block. I have been using a lot of this stuff. And in an effort to try to break it up a little bit, I've also used a different version of it. This is a directional console. So this one's pointing to the right and this one's pointing to the left. They each start here and at the very opposite side. Actually, let's just show you. So if we come around here, it's going to keep going this way. And I've not fixed this stuff up yet. So this is pretty much exactly the same except for the stripe. And it just keeps going this way. And what happens is when we get to the middle mob chamber, which is the one right here, this one is where it ends this way, and this is where this one ends, which is exactly in the center where they start. So I think it's pretty nice. And this is actually where the villager died, back in this area. So it's not safe yet. It's one of the reasons why I have that door installed down there, is so that if I put another villager in now, he's not actually going to be executed by a zombie. Alright. And up next we have the nutrient processing room. Currently I still have a Ender IO farm in here as well as the 2 vats. The vats really do work fine. What does not work for me are these zombie generators. I actually don't need them anymore. Now that I have most of my stuff running off of that turbine in the basement, these guys are just taking up space, and I think we're going to get rid of them. What I would really like to do is get rid of this Ender IO farm, mostly because it actually takes tools to use, and when it's not bad, it's not convenient. So I'm probably going to replace that with an MFR harvester. Maybe try to make it look kind of good. I've got most of the stuff made up already, so that's definitely going to be on the agenda. And I also want to be able to store some of this nutrient distillation, because I might be able to use it elsewhere. It would be a pretty... I want to use these zombie generators for something, I just don't know what yet. And if I want to use them, I'm going to need a surplus of this stuff. So we're probably going to get a tank of the distillate in here, I'm just not sure where. Alright, we also have to fix some of the conduit stuff, so I definitely need to get more clay and gravel. Oh. I love that sound. Other than that, I'm really happy with the general look of this area. There's 1 or 2 things I'd really like to change, and that is mainly the ceiling is really, really white. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but there are certain areas where you can tell it's not quite right. I mean, like in the corner over here, it's kind of dark. I could probably fix that by turning that block right there into a painted glowstone. And you know what? I could probably just do that for a lot of them. Just painted glowstone there. Are you ready to die yet? Why does he not attack? Alright, that's got me, that's piqued my curiosity. That guy should be attacking. Alright, I also need to actually come through here and fix these walls. I was originally going to use this factory block stuff, but I really don't like the look of it. I think for like an exterior wall it works really good, but for what I want for the laboratory, no, it's not going to work at all. Oh, that's why it's never active. Active with signal or without signal? There we go. I might have turned that off when I was in there working on the chambers. I forget that I do that occasionally, and that's not so good. Anyway, besides fixing up this room, which is going to be my main focus today, there's something else I would like to try with maybe open computers. I'm thinking it would look really nice if I were to have a sign for this area. And using open computers, there's actually something really neat that you can do. however, we're probably just going to have to wait a little bit before we see how that turns out. It's going to be right out here, and I think it's going to be really, really nice. Hopefully. Anyway, I will go ahead and see you back in the farm area down there in just a second. Alright, so for what I think I'm going to do for this, we're actually going to go ahead and reduce this in size to a 3x3 farm. What I had going already was way overkill. I don't need a big farm for this. And we're also going to move it against the wall over here so that I'm able to actually hide some of the conduits and stuff better. That'll give me a little bit more free space over here. I'm not sure what I want to do with it, but I will figure out something, I think. At least I hope I will. I really do hope I will. Anyway, I think I can actually use this. I made this stone mattock earlier. I was going mattock. I don't know what it is. I was going to use it in the farm because I know in newer versions of Ender IO you can actually do that. Unfortunately, the version included in Bevo's tech pack is not one of those versions. So that would have probably just been my option to say, oh, we'll just use that and forget about it. Unfortunately, that didn't work. For now, though, we'll enjoy the slightly faster than a fist digging speed. These are actually a fairly good tool. It's one of the first things I usually make in a new world with tinkers is one of these guys, because they can dig and they can chop down stuff. They're not as fast as a shovel or an axe would be, well, hatchet, but they are a good multi-purpose tool. Definitely enjoy, would make again. Alright, so let's see what we got here. This is a one thick wall, so that means I'm going to want to have my harvester on this side. Where did you come from? Never mind, I know exactly where you came from. The same place the zombie that killed my villager did. Alright, let's go ahead and put down the actual soul sand first. Oops. Oops, okay, so do 3. 3 like that in the corner should be enough. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And right in the center here, down 1, I need to actually put the planter. And there we go. Plant. Fantastic. Right where this conduit is, I'm going to put the actual harvester. So what we're going to do is this is going to get moved back a little bit, and then right above this, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Right above that, we're going to go ahead and put a barrel. Let's go ahead and put it in there now, so we have a better barrel. We're going to put some upgrades on it, so that's Structure 1, Structural Mark 2. So it's got 3 slots on there. I only need 2, and what this is for a void upgrade. This means basically if this farm runs and continues to run and it doesn't really need to run, any excess netherwort is basically going to hit this and then just go away, which is good. Which is very, very good. There. Stay locked. Okay, good, and that also cleared up a bit of my inventory, which I am very thankful to have back. Alright, so we got that there. We need to go ahead and move these conduits. For now, let's actually go ahead and just poke a hole in the wall. Alright, and we are going to take the energy conduit and the item conduits. You know, I don't want the item... No, it's not item, that's fluid. There we go. We can do it. We are together. We can do this. It'll be fine. It's not hard. Alright. I did, however, not bring a... did not bring a stupid wrench. Nor a smart wrench. That's good enough. Let's go ahead and just put some stone down there. Anyway, on top of this, we want the harvester. I think I need to set this from behind. There we go. So this is going to try to extract fluid. I don't want that. I think it's this one right here. disabled. Again, we want to put this to disabled. I really don't care about the sludge the thing's going to build up. I really don't need it. And I'd rather it not connect to this. Come on. There we go. Alright, so there we go. So the only thing really connecting to it is the power cables. It's connecting 3 times. It's really not going to make any big difference to the entire setup. The next thing I need to do is tap into this main line right here like I had been doing before. I will also go ahead and run power from this to the spot over there. What speed is this thing on? Okay, slow. Those zombies are freaking me out. Alright, if we come over this way. Okay, let's turn on flight real quick. Okay, so this is where the items will come out. They should go into the barrel as the first inventory. We're just going to come down like so. Let's make sure it's not connected. Okay, good, it's not. Yeah, it shouldn't register the actual harvester as a valid inventory, as it doesn't actually have an inventory space in it. It instead ejects its items into another inventory that's nearby. Of course, that's also the wrong conduit. I have a very bad feeling it's going to be one of those days. Alright, let's get rid of the fluid conduit. Let's use the item conduit. Okay, so that connected. Okay, that actually did connect to the harvester, so they might have done something to make that work. For now, we're just going to put that to disabled. I want that barrel to be the main spot it goes to. Alright, we're just going to come down this way. And this is going to be on insert. Priority doesn't really matter. It's going to hit this first and then fill up first, which is what I want. And then basically what we are going to do is, I have 4 left. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be just enough. I might actually be able to build something without having to get more resources. Almost. Maybe. Possibly. What I do need to do, though, is come back here and tell this thing to extract. Always active. Always try to extract as long as you have an inventory to put stuff into. Alright, let's go ahead and fill up some of these slots. We don't need to keep too many things in here. I think maybe even just 2 stacks is enough. Or let's make it 3 stacks. There we go. So that should be fine. Let's go ahead and knock this down. Alright, and we go ahead and take some of the energy conduits here. We're just going to run it to the bottom. I really do like the conduits you get here from Ender.io. They are really useful for like compacting stuff, though I will be completely honest, they are a little too convenient. I mean, it's they're pretty much the go-to solution for a lot of people, myself included. Alright, there we go. So the only thing we really need to do is go ahead and fill that hole back in so we don't get any more spawns happening in there or anything. Because we are actually done under here. Alright, so that's good. Nothing I can really do here until I get some more facades made up. Which is probably going to be something between episodes because it really doesn't take a lot of stuff to do that. And actually, considering how this is going to look, I'm probably going to need to have both of these as a conduit facade so that they actually connect to each other. Otherwise, it's going to behave as if it were 2 different blocks. And I really, really don't want that. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more floor. So we're going to go ahead and make the checkerboard. I fear I might have overused this, but I think it really does look nice. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it still. Alright, so we actually need to tear some of these up. Just to show a minor difference, just to have something that makes the farm stand out other than just dirt in the middle of an otherwise sterile floor. I have some of these stairs left over from my tower. Gives it kind of a nice planter-y feel. There we go. And then this block right here is obviously going to have to be changed. Let's see, what would look good for that? For now, we will do that. It'll probably also need to be a conduit facade. We gotta change this too. This one does not need to be because there's not going to be anything else going through it. There we go. I like that. And then this stuff right here will just be, you'll just see white, so you won't really see any of that stuff. Let's see. We also want to go ahead and just get rid of the capacitor bank. It's doing us no good, nor are the zombie generators. Alright. And what we do want to do is we're going to go ahead and move these tanks. Get out of there. Alright. Let's tear that up too. And for good measure, we are getting rid of the stone because we're actually going to replace the stone with another block. Just to give it a little bit of like contrast so it looks better than a tank on stone. I have some obsidian here. I really do like some of the chiseled obsidian stuff you get. And I think what we're going to go for is the obsidian tiles. Yeah, let's go for the obsidian tiles. And this is just going to be behind the tanks, so there's not going to be, you're not going to see this unless the tanks are empty. Though I think it does look it looks pretty nice. Alright, and this is going to be facade. Let's go ahead and just get all of these tanks in here. One, two, three, four. So that should be enough for now. And then as it goes up, you'll see the stuff right there disappearing. It might look a little bit odd with the facades, because I think if you have like a transparent texture on top of one of them, they don't like display right. I get a little error with that with the stairs I have over there if I put them down next to the glowstone stuff wrong. But on the whole, it's not really that important. Alright, we only want these to connect on certain ones. So we'll have this one insert, and this one extract. Always active. Oh, you know what? Insert filter. We only want you to put nutrient distillation in there. There we go. So we don't want the liquid XP coming in here accidentally. Luckily, it will not happen. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. Okay, the other quick thing that I wanted to do was get over the hole. Was fix the filtering for this thing. So for now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put one of the tanks with liquid XP down so that it doesn't actually add any of the nutrient distillation to it. If I were to put an empty one down there, it would fill with the distillate, and I really don't want that to happen. Right click, this is insert, and we are only taking XP. There we go. And I tell you what, let's actually give it the same treatment we gave the other room, and let's replace some of this uninfused obsidian. If I had enough, I think it would look kind of good, but I don't. Oh wow, this stuff's hard. Come on, break. There we go. You know what? How many tanks we got here? And then just that. So no, that actually might work. What we'll do is we'll actually just put that up there. I suppose that works. It looks better than the stone. I really don't want to have to tear all that up because it takes a little bit longer to break than I thought it would, and that's really just going to be a pain in the butt. So let us just go ahead and get that stuff back in there, and we want to replace that with the laboratory walls we took down. I hear you, skeleton. I know you're there. I want no part of you, but I know you're there. At least I thought I knew you were there. You know what? I know nothing. I don't know where he is. Anyway, so that was two of the main things I wanted to get fixed, and luckily now that that is good. Where is he hiding? He's got to be outside above ground. Anyway, now that these things are fixed, I actually want to go ahead and move on to something with open computers. I've not really done a lot with open computers, and to be honest, I've looked for information about it online, and I've not found a lot. The few videos I have found, the vast majority of them have been in German, which I know enough to follow the videos, but I could not begin to explain it. Anyway, it's gonna be pretty fun trying to get this to work. With any luck, though, I'll be able to do something really neat with a block in it and make this have a nice, unique sign. With any luck. But first, though, I have a lot of crafting to do. With open computers, you actually make a computer. You don't just make a little magic box like a computer craft. So instead of just like strictly doing like scripting stuff, you're actually making a full-fledged computer, hard drive, processor, all that jazz. And well, it takes steps, many, many steps. I will see you when it's assembly time. Something fantastically terrible has just happened. I was crafting my stuff together for my little bit for open computers, and my game was running kind of slow, and it crashed. No biggie, right? The game just closed itself out, and then I was able to relaunch the client again. My problem is, though, this crash has actually done something really, really bad. If you notice, my inventory is completely reset back to defaults. I don't have any of the items I had. This means that I need to actually go through my videos and spawn my stuff back in, and it's not a death, so there's no I can't use the open blocks command. What is it? OB restore. OB what? Why don't you show me? Because it's run local and I don't have op. Okay, that's why. So let's try this. Let's go ahead and go options. No. Open LAN. Allow cheats. Yes. Start LAN. Okay, so OB inventory. Restore, malrat, 208, 2000, we are looking for anything from 15. So 1, the 2nd, and the 3rd. And as I record this right now, this is actually the 20th. So I have 20 days progression that I've made that I do not have a backup of. So that's all gone. So I hate to say it, I'm actually going to go ahead and end this episode here with, we had 2 good steps forward today. I've done some really nice work, I think, on the actual mob farm, and we did get the updated netherwart farm for that. Unfortunately, the crash is a big step back. So what I think we're going to do is next episode I will actually go ahead and look at open computers, and I will actually have a little bit more time to give it a bit of a better focus, because it is a rather large mod. And I mean, I could jump straight to the projector stuff that I wanted to do, but I would be leaving out a lot of details, and I really don't think I'd be doing the mod any service if I did that. So until then, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Bevo's Tech Pack. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message in the comments below. And as always, have a good day. And make backups. Backups are good. Wish I had one. Have a good day.